I have a key to their house, and as I entered, I see my future mother-in-law and some stranger having you-know-what. Welcome back to They Did What? Your source for the internet's craziest, most entertaining stories, where I go over them, analyze them, and most certainly make fun of them. Today, gonna go over a story titled, Really Wish I Would Have Just Stayed Home. And guys, this story is about a young guy, I'm guessing probably early to mid-20s at best. Has a girlfriend, he's been with her for a while. Her parents he's close to, he sees them as like a second parent. He refers them as mother-in-law and father-in-law, even though they're not married. A long story short, one day he went over to his girlfriend's house. He actually had a key to the house. Goes in, and right there in the kitchen or the living room, he sees her mom getting on with another dude that's not her father. And the mom has a hysterical meltdown. Guy runs out begging him, please don't tell my husband, don't judge me. You'll ruin the family. Put the pressure on him. And one thing leads to another. Let's just say all this is exposed. And it is definitely chaotic. And ultimately, you're going to see, I don't want to reveal too much, but I'm already saying a lot already. This isn't the first time she's cheated. This isn't her first rodeo. And now the whole thing is going on and how it's going to be handled with the girlfriend, him, the dad, the mom, the whole 9 yards. And I'm doing this one as an example, guys, how it's just so important for guys to understand, and I say this all the time, that once a cheater, always a cheater. You find out that your gal's cheating, move on, end of story, because if you let it go, the odds are it's going to happen again. And it's so sad as so many good men who, they're weak and spineless when it comes to they're good men, don't get me wrong, but they're just weak and spineless with their wives, and they'll take their cheating wife back because maybe they hear her crying or they're worried about the kids, and it happens again. There's a point you just have to move on, and you're going to see in this story exactly what I'm talking about here. But you'll see it's also important that you got to be honest, and you're going to see here this guy does this, and not let somebody else's actions make you feel bad like you're the problem. They're the problem. So it starts off, he says here, my girlfriend came over to my apartment today to study and do some homework as she still is in university. When she arrived and started to unpack, she noticed her laptop wasn't in her bag. And being the good boyfriend that I am, I told her to not worry and I will drive over to her house and grab it. I really wish I hadn't. My girlfriend still lives at home and I'm really close to her parents. Both of us are. In fact, I see them as my own. Reason being, my parents are toxic and it's best to go no contact with them for my own sanity. So he's setting the stage here to show you how important her parents are to him. And that's great. They're great to him, but turns out one of them is a piece of garbage. Her father, on the other hand, is a positive male role model in my life. Great job, positive attitude, and always gives good advice. He's a great guy, not much else to say there. Well, that's awesome. Now, I hope he doesn't take advice about women from the father-in-law, as you're soon about to see. I think highly of her mother as well. Caring, loving, and always supported my relationship with her daughter. They both love me, and it's the reason why today she shocked me to the core. I have a key to their house, and as I entered, living room is first room upon entry, I see my future mother-in-law and some stranger having you-know-what. Fully nude, not hiding anything. As soon as they see me, my mother-in-law started panicking and both ran back to the house away from me. I'm trying to picture this scene. He opens the door, walks in, thinking I'll go get my girl's laptop, pet the cat, and all of a sudden right there he sees his mom getting plowed from behind on the couch by some dude, not her dad. And then freaking out, run to the back of the house. I heard my mother-in-law cursing over and over. As soon as I realized what was happening, I just backed out of the living room and stood on the front porch. He's probably like just paralyzed. Like, what the hell did I just see? Well, I'm wondering, is his mother-in-law good looking? I know, I can't help myself. I honestly didn't know what to do. It didn't feel like my place to confront them, as it's not my fight. So after about 5 minutes, I re-entered to see the stranger walk past me out the door. Did he have all his clothes on? Followed shortly by my mother-in-law. As he left, she looked to me and started crying. Of course. She broke down and tried to explain the situation away. How are you going to explain that away? How their marriage has been suffering and how she still loves the father-in-law but feels so unsatisfied. She begged me not to say anything, that it was a mistake and it would nuke the family. She was hysterical. In other words, if he says something, you'll be the reason why the family will go down the drains. Not me, not because of what I just did and what you just observed, and I hope you like my boobs, but because of what you tell my daughter and all that. I just sort of looked at her. I couldn't even look at her after seeing that. What was I supposed to say? The begging wouldn't stop. She even grabbed onto my shirt. I'd be like, get your slutty hands off my shirt. She wanted me to not say anything and let it be swept under the rug. I told her flat out that I'm not lying to save herself. She then begged me to be the one. She then begged to be the one to tell the father-in-law, to at least give her that. So, in the interest of getting the F out of there, I just said sure and went to retrieve what I was there for, and I left immediately home. There is no way she's going to tell the father-in-law. No freaking way. I haven't told my girl yet, as she's working on assignments, but I plan on telling her afterwards. Yeah, let her finish her homework first, because she's going to lose it. And I'm guessing if mom is this emotional, I can't imagine what her daughter's going to be like, and well, I know what's going to happen. You're going to see. I'm sad. It's devastating knowing that the comfortable family I found and finally felt a part of is about to be nuked into the sun. I can't imagine how my father-in-law is going to take this. He's a good guy and definitely doesn't deserve getting his heart broken like this. I wholeheartedly agree. I'm also sad for what my girlfriend is about to hear and what comes of it. It's such a huge, shitty situation that I wish I never had any part of, my poor girlfriend and father-in-law. Yeah, but you have to say something, because otherwise this will continue. And, well, guys, you're about to find out that this isn't a one-time incident. Now on for part 2. He says here, update on the original post I wrote last night. A lot has happened. So I told my girlfriend everything that I saw when she finished her homework. She was devastated and crying like I've never seen before. That poor girl. Because now she knows that's it. Family's screwed. We talked for a good few hours where she disclosed to me that her mom had cheated on her father once before when she was just a child. There you go. Once a cheater, always a cheater. And sadly, as much as this guy likes his father-in-law, you can tell his father-in-law is weak. Because if he was strong, he would have sent her ass packing back when it happened the first time. But he kept her around, took her back. She was probably begging and bawling her eyes out just like the same thing before. And look what happened. Part ways. End of story. I'm going to stay in it for the kids because they will not respect you and they'll do it again. The affair partner was a boss from her work and had gone on for a few years by that point. She was cheating for years on her husband. And no way that was the first time. She only knew about it later down the line because a family member told her. After I settled her down, I could tell her sadness turned to anger. Around 2 o'clock in the morning, she insisted we go confront her mom and tell her father everything. I'd be like, baby, I know you're hurting. I know you're upset, but you know what? Let's wait till tomorrow. Let's get some sleep. I tried talking her out of it and to do this on another day and at a better time, but she doubled down saying her mother doesn't deserve peace. Yeah, well, the father deserves a good night's sleep. And I'd be like, I deserve a good night's sleep. So we ended up at her parents' house early in the morning. They were just settling into bed. The look on my mother-in-law's face was obvious. She knew what was coming. It was effed up. I've never seen my girlfriend scream and cuss someone out so hard. Every single possible insult was used. My girlfriend told her mother that she's going no contact for good. So I gotta wonder if his girlfriend here would react exactly the same if this was the first time. Because obviously she knows it happened before. I'm guessing probably if this was the very first time, she'd be pissed, but not to the degree like right here. And I can't blame her at all. I just would have waited till the morning. When things calmed down, her father was clearly baffled and had a lot of questions. I told him everything. What I saw, what I was doing, why I was there, and what the mother-in-law said to me. I could tell I just sank this poor man's heart. His eyes filled up with tears, but just remained silent. I guess she hadn't told him, which I knew was the plan all along. Typical effing cheaters. I'm assuming this guy obviously knew she cheated when she was earlier in their marriage, obviously. So he's probably feeling like the biggest fool for taking her back. It's a shame. After another 20-30 minutes of cussing, screaming, and crying, I was able to get my girlfriend and I to leave. I feel so bad for her and the father-in-law. I felt responsible for destroying what I thought was a beautiful family. Dude, it's not your fault. The one that destroyed it is the a-hole mom. She can't keep her fucking legs closed. If she's that unhappy with her husband, divorce him, okay? At least instead of just cheating on him repeatedly. I mean, I don't regret at all spilling the beans, but I just wish I wasn't at the center of it all. I don't want to break the people who I love. It hurts. Feels like a nightmare, and really, reality was just turned upside down. When we got home, I got a text from the father-in-law saying thank you for being honest and transparent with him. Good. Even though the father-in-law is hurting, he appreciates that. He said he loves me and that we can get through this. He's a great guy. I just can't believe this piece of shit woman did this to him. Sadly, I can. I'm numb. I've lived long enough, seen enough, experienced enough, and certainly have heard enough of these stories that nothing surprises me. After a night of a little to practically no sleep, I got out of bed this morning and made some breakfast for my girl. We talked and I think she's handling better now, but still not great. Well, she's calming down. This guy needs to be the strong rock that he's always calm to get her to be calm. Because if he's emotional and flying off the handle, then she's not going to be able to calm down. I invited the father-in-law over if he wanted a place to stay or just lay low for a while. He surprisingly took me up my offer and came over shortly afterwards. My girlfriend, father-in-law, and I had a pretty lengthy conversation on how he felt and what the next steps are. He looked disoriented but managed to handle himself well, given all that has happened. It's clear he's deeply in love with the mother-in-law. He says he wants to try and fix it. Smack, smack, smack. He may be a good guy, but he's a bonehead. Look what happened before. What's the definition of insanity? Repeat the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, or something like that. That happened earlier. She cheated earlier, years back when the girlfriend was younger. She got caught and went for years. He forgave her, gave her a second chance. Here she is doing it again. If he tries to make it work, the same shit's going to happen. I get he's being blindsided by this right now. I get he's hurting. But come on. He deserves better than this. But he's obviously... The guy telling the story likes him a lot, respects him as a good man, but when it comes to women, he's weak. What's a lot of guys are. You can have guys out there that are guys, right? Those types. But when it comes to their women, they are spineless pushovers. He cannot take her back. Move on. I'm assuming there's no younger children. This girl's obviously adult-aged. Break up. My girlfriend, I think that's a bad idea. See? He told us that the person the mother-in-law originally cheated on him with was the same guy she was having you-know-what with. So it's the same guy all these years, and her former boss. It had been over a decade since she was first caught and must have kept this man in the shadows. Of course. She's probably been cheating this entire time. Took a little break after she got caught years ago, but got right back in the sack with this guy. I can't believe he's willing to work through this knowing that. I couldn't at all. My girlfriend later asked where her mom was. Apparently she left in the middle of the night after we left. No one knows where she's at. I wouldn't be surprised if she was at the affair partner's house. If I was a betting man, and I'm not a betting man, but in this situation, I would say she's definitely at the affair partner's house. Honestly, I'm sick to my stomach over all this. I feel like I destroyed a family. The people who I really care about are broken and hurt. It really sucks. I hate it all and wish people would be decent human beings. Well, bro, it's not your fault and you did the right thing. It sucks it happened, but you know what? Fortunately, you saw this and you exposed this to help. Because she's not just cheating on the husband. She's also cheating on the daughter. And this has been going on for years. So no, he needs to kick her to the curb and move on. And even if he takes a hit in the divorce, better he can start fresh. And he's got to learn some things about women and standing up for himself and not putting up with this crap. But it's hard for people that this is just what they're used to. And he said the father was madly in love with her. That's the problem. So, guys, like I said before, the lesson is, once a cheater, always a cheater. Don't take them back. Move on. And again, if you take a cheater back, someone's awful to you, and you let it go for whatever reason, they're going to lose more respect for you and keep doing the same thing. That's usually how you pick up on a pattern with all these stories, and I'm sure you guys have noticed it. Human behavior is the same all over the freaking world. Doesn't make a difference where you are. So, wish this guy luck. Now, real quick, some comments here. One guy says here, the mother-in-law destroyed the family, not you. You did them a favor by telling the truth on that sneaky rat. Another comment here says, with regards to the father-in-law, this guy says here, when you spend your majority of your life with someone, throwing it away can feel scary as hell. Everything in your life is built around the person by now. What will your life even be like without them? Fear of the unknown can be terrifying at the best of times. Add that to heartbreak and despair. Yeah, I can get to wanting to just ignore it and make it go away. Yeah, that's what the guy obviously did before and is doing now, but he can't, okay? Yeah, there's the unknown. He's been with her probably forever, but stay with her and have her keep doing this to him? Come on. Another guy says here, the mother-in-law destroyed her own family after first being caught by continuing to have the affair in the shadows. She destroyed her own family, but given the fact that there is now a witness to it, even though your father-in-law wants to reconcile now that he has support, he's just in grieving mode right now, and I hope and pray he doesn't. And he takes her for everything, and you and I know what she is. As well as he could sue him for breaking up a home. Or suing the affair partner for breaking up the home. Well, I think there are some states you can sue the affair partner. And by the way, they said the affair partner was her boss. If he's still her boss, well, that can be handled in a certain way too. And this one actually comes from a woman. This lady says, honey, you didn't break their hearts. The girlfriend's mom did. You did the right thing by telling your girlfriend as soon as you could. I also think your girlfriend did the right thing confronting her mother in person, therefore making sure her father would know the truth. Because you know his wife was never going to tell him. I fully support going no contact with her mother. Yeah, that girl, I don't blame her at all if she doesn't want to talk to her mom anymore. Let her father know you're both there for him. You personally might do a lot for him by telling him how you see him. He really needs to know he's loved and supported through this. You clearly respect and love this man a lot, and right now is the time to turn up the volume on showing him. Well, you can tell this is written by a woman when she's talking about the show him your love thing. And I agree. Show him you care, show him that you're there for. But also, to me, I would be giving the father-in-law, even though he's the father-in-law and you want to respect your elders, some respectable, tough love. And saying you cannot go back to her and this reason and this reason and this reason. That's what they also have to do. Thank you for supporting your girlfriend through this and how you handle it. You did nothing wrong. All of you, your girlfriend, her father, and the rest of the family, excluding her mom, will come through this stronger. Also, I love him. Edited to the text, I love him for his text to you afterwards. A guy like that deserves so much better. Yeah, because the father sent him a text thanking him. Yeah, that guy deserves better. So hopefully, the father-in-law here will handle it right. But a lot of guys don't, unfortunately. But this is why I do these stories. To share these stories so guys become more aware. If they sadly find themselves in situations like this, they know what to do and they know what not to do, and also know about the red flags to prevent these types of things from happening. And since I get emails from you guys all over the world telling me thank you for what you do, SSM, on all your channels, it's really helped me see things differently. It's helped me get out of bad situations. It's helped me avoid a lot of problems. Obviously, this does work. So aside from entertainment, which we all enjoy, you get to learn something that is beneficial to our lives. So I'm glad I can do that for you guys. And because believe me, I get a lot of help for it. All right, guys, that's it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let you think about this. Let me know what you think about the father-in-law, what he should do, etc., etc. Even though I know what you guys are going to say. And be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. I'll catch you next time.